Welcome to Let's Get Real. Is it real news? That's what you determine. I want to talk about a subject today regarding a familiar subject that's been out and about for a while, and it's Black Lives Matter. I like to say all lives matter. Now, I know I'm going to get some disgruntled or people who are going to totally disagree or put some labels on this subject or even attempt to put labels on me and don't even know me. Black Lives Matter. I think, again, that alone is a segregated statement. To say Black Lives Matter or try to prove a point about Black lives or to show that white cops somehow is prejudiced against black youth. But I guarantee you, most of the time in a situation, you'll find out that the individual, the person, or I want to say the perpetrator or the individual, the youth, the individual, somehow or another was invading or running away or trying to escape a police officer. Let me tell you right off the top, this is wrong. Now, I want you to understand this as well, and this is going to touch a lot of people's feelings or emotions. Someone else wrong don't make you right. Understand that. I'm going to say this again. Someone else wrong don't make you right. Even if you prove someone else was wrong, it still don't make you right. Understand that. Even a police officer was proven using excessive force, it still don't make the individual right. Because anytime you try to evade or run away from a police officer, you are wrong. And anything that followed after that could have been avoided if you simply follow the instruction of the police officer. I am not an advocate. I'm not here. I have nothing to do with, I'm not connected. I have any affiliation with anything regarding the law enforcement. I don't. So I'm not here to advocate police officers or support them regarding their action. I'm here to say is one person wrong don't make you right. And I like to say that before you get to the chalk line, that child already had issues. And when you're standing in front of a camera, pleading your case, trying to prove that the police officer was wrong, pull out that piece of paper, pull out that report, and go down the list of all the agencies and the people you tried to get a hold of to help you with your child. Because that child behavior didn't erupt on that very moment when he or she tried to invade a police officer or run away from a police officer. 1 o'clock in the morning, reaching up, pull up your pants, and the officer don't know whether or not you're reaching for a gun. Reaching for your cell phone 2 o'clock in the morning. Or running around the building and all the officers see that you're reaching for something, don't know it's a weapon or not. I will get in the defensive mode. I will seek the thought to protect myself because I don't know what you're reaching for. But my thing is that this behavior occurred long before the chalk line. And then you get these people who want to come out of the woodwork and want to stand in front of the camera. Now that's a chalk line around your child body. And you want to start pleading your case in front of a camera. I want you to pull out that list and start going down the list of all the agencies, all the company. Read the letters and the name of the people and the agency you written a letter to get your child help. See, now you want to get 15 minutes of fame. That child needed help from the day they were born. And somewhere because of your job, because of time, maybe you gave up. Maybe you got tired. Trust me, I know about that. Maybe you just got frustrated with the child action, dropping out of school, not attending classes, not coming home when you asked them to, not doing the chores around the house. You just gave up. But now, because the child is laying face down with a chalk line, somehow or another you want restitution for the child's poor choices and poor behavior. That do not make the officer right, and neither did it make that child right. I say again, someone else wrong don't make you right. Don't celebrate because if that person wrong, they're just wrong off their own merits. But their merits of being wrong don't make you right. Understand that. I plead with you, go that list. Go through that list of all the people you call, you pleaded with to help you with your child. And somehow or another, they just didn't have time. They didn't show up. They didn't have the resources. You weren't at that level yet where you needed their help. You try to create an intercession. You try to create some force of a prevention program. Because in your mind, you knew where your child was headed if something didn't change. I'm saying to you, let's send a message to all youth. I don't care what race or nationality. Running from a police officer is never the beginning of making things right. Running from a police officer is never the act to initiate fighting, or to initiate I'm right, or to initiate to send a message to the officer, you got no reason to stop me. There's a season for everything. That's a time to surrender. There's a time to just throw in the towel. There's a time to get back up and start swinging. There's a time and place to fight. There's a time and place that I can't do this. For every purpose, that's a season under the sun. You got to know when to fight, and you got to know when not to fight. You got to know when to apologize and when not to apologize. You got to know when to take a stand, and also you got to know when to take a seat. And I say this because you're sending the wrong message. Even if you win the lawsuit, and even if you win the lawsuit in the civil court or violation of your civil rights, even if you win that lawsuit, somehow or another you're sending the wrong message to other youth that it's okay to attempt to evade or run away from a police officer. People, you're only going to cause another child to be shot. Even if you win the lawsuit, that person wrong didn't make that person right. And I plead with you. Let's tell the youth, let's tell anyone out there when a police officer with a stun gun or 45 on their hip tell you to get down, he don't mean dance. Get down, get like a snowbird, face down, don't move, become paralyzed if you have to. Pick the time and place to fight your battles if you believe you're right. Don't send the message because you won a lawsuit against a city or a state or the federal government. Let's not send the incorrect message to our youth. It's never good and it's not healthy for you to attempt to invade a police officer, no matter what time of the day is. Don't try this O.J. Simpson thing. Please don't. Pick the place and time. If you believe you're right, there is a time and place to fight your battles. I send this message to black, white, brown, green, yellow, no matter what your nationality is, no matter what your race, I don't care. If you really care about your life, it starts with you. It don't start with your parents. Don't start with the lawyer, the ministers. Everybody going to be standing in front of that camera for 15 minutes. And if you win the lawsuit, they all want a piece of the pie. Trust me. They all want a piece of the pie, but none of that is going to bring back that child. None of it going to bring back that child. There's no money you're going to win going to make a difference between that child's life. Be compensated for wrongful death? By all means. But understand, that's not the problem, being compensated for wrongful death. It's to prevent the death from happening. So I say to you, please, I say to you, please, do not send the wrong message to our youth. If you are in a situation where you are facing a police officer, do what they ask. Then call the lawyer. Then call the minister and see how many of them show up. Then call the agency. Then make your phone call. Then cry your plea and see how many show up to help your child to get an attorney. Help your child to get legal representation. Let's see how many show up. Most of them is not going to show up until that's a chalk line and they think they can get something out of it. That's just real. You may not like it, but it's real. All right. Is it real news? I said something. I know it touched a core or make you think differently. If I said something makes sense, use it. If I said something don't make sense, click the button and go on to something else. Please, don't waste your time talking about negative things, because negative things only aggravate other negative things. My point here is to simply to help preserve life. And I'm going to close with this. Someone else wrong don't make you right. God bless. It's the real news.